the countless scandals under Warde Manuel. All right, guys, so here it is. The Michigan athletic scandals under Warde Manuel. First, Grant Perry pleads to an assault after bar roping session in 2016. Oh my lord, dude, you're serious about that one. That is horrific. Obviously, they got a bunch of drunk drivers such as Fergus Connolly, um, who was the other one? Devin Gardner, I believe, the former Michigan player who had it, and as well as a linebacker coach that they hired from Wisconsin, who ended up getting a DUI as well, which is pretty damn pathetic, honestly. It's just sad. The other one, settles Robert Anderson abuse claim for $490 million from 2020 to 2022. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's not even the worst. We're not even done. This is one of 20. This is what? The Robert Anderson assault claim is number 3 of 24 different scandals that have appeared under this regime. Breaks COVID dread period, recruiting rules, or dead period recruiting rules. Xavier Simpson crashes AD's family car, lies to the police. Nothing new. Juwan Howard then threatens to end a Maryland coach. Ousts Mel Pearson over toxic hockey culture, which that's the nicest way of saying it because the hockey culture was horrific. The other thing is another one about Juwan Howard who pretty much hit the Wisconsin head coach at the time, which I thought that was just completely stupid. Sparks a brawl. All this happens between 2020 to 2022. Donovan Edwards retweets a systemic post. I'm not surprised, 2022. Mozzie Smith charged with carrying a concealed gun, which he shouldn't be. 2022 as well. Under mysterious fires coach. Michigan mysterious fires volleyball coach Mark Rawson, who had some very unfortunate complaints about him. Another one. Chris Podrick's fired. NCAA clears him. He sues Warde Manuel in 2023. Matt Weiss fired. Later indicated, as we all know about the Matt Weiss story, he was hacking into people's computers and getting illicit photos of students and using it to blackmail them, which is just the lowest of the low, dirty of the dirty. Shermy Shambuckler resigns after 3 days for liking pro-slavery post in 2023. Fires Alex Yoder over underage soliciting. Sting, because you have that whole thing on social media where they bust let's just say adults that go after children in the most solicited way possible. Busted them for that. Another Juwan Howard one that happened in 2023, which is regarding strength and conditioning coach Jen Sanderson, who I think he got into a physical altercation with him and threatened him about his son. So that worked out great. The Connor Stallions sign stealing scandal we all know, as well as Blake Corum's ties to him with an LLC business. Manuel also hires Nassar linked Fenn reversed in days, which there was a reason for that. I'm not going to go into it, but it was something horrific. What's the other one here? Oh yeah, I already talked about that one. Oh, Michigan instigating the brawl with MSU. Yeah, and Mullings allegedly stomps, I think, a Michigan State player, which is what caused that at the time. Or one of the things that caused it, I'll say. LaTroy Lewis, he's accused of inappropriate behavior towards a female, assault, essentially, of a female. He's accused of assault. and Moore allegedly ignores the Title IX duty, and fires Sharon Moore based on what happened with him and that woman who's suing Michigan for knowing about the scandal, how it took place, and everything else. So that's one of the 24 scandals that has happened under this head coach. I'm sorry, that has happened under this AD. People, when you have this many scandals that happen and you don't do nothing about it, it's dumbfounding to me that Warde Manuel still had a job. However, I will say this. That when it comes down to it, he basically was holding that to the line because he knew he had some dirt on Michigan, which Michigan gave him a ton of dirt. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the worst AD jobs I've ever seen done by an AD. It is the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen something this bad with this many scandals. And trust me, there are more than just this. There are more than just this. I can promise you to God there are more than just this. There are so many more violations that happen under Sharon Moore. So now that we have Justice Spiro is the one who broke the news about Warde Manuel potentially being let go by Michigan. The question is, what are they going to do when it comes to him? What are they going to do? Because Warde Manuel holds all the leverage, people. I don't know if you guys know this, but Warde Manuel knows every scandal that went on in Michigan. Because it's a bunch more creepy stuff that's happened. Like, for instance, there was a assault case against both the hockey and the basketball team as well. That is another one that got brought up, so that's 25. Warde Manuel, if this is true, then Warde Manuel has all the leverage. Because here's the thing. I said it before. Michigan can't outright fire him because he knows where all the bodies are buried. Like, he has all the leverage against Michigan. With how if they want him gone, they're going to have to give him whatever he wants just to shut him up. Because the whole reason that this is even getting talked about, of him getting let go, is because of Paige, the female who Sharon Moore had assaulted, who went to court for forcing her to do some inappropriate activities with him. Basically using her to cheat on his wife, which is horrific. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If he gets fired, I don't know if he is gonna get fired or not. Like, it says he might. It's a chance he's getting fired from Michigan, that he's getting let go. It's a chance. But I almost don't believe it because I'm like, okay, if you're going to let him go, then you're going to have to negotiate heavily with him. Because if you don't, he's going to spill all the beans about Michigan. Because anybody who's talking about the Paige situation, she is suing Michigan for knowing about it and not doing anything about it. Because it was made that they might have records about it and they denied her multiple times. So 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the funny thing. Michigan could try to oust Warde Manuel for that, but here's the reality. How many of you in the higher up, not just Warde Manuel, how many of you in the board of directors knew about this and chose to keep it quiet? Because Warde Manuel could spill the beans about you. I'm just telling you this to be factual, people. Like, that's what Warde Manuel can do. He can spill the beans. He can spill the beans. So we'll see if this turns out to be true. But this is big, people. Like, he's finally getting released. If this is true, man, it means Michigan's finally going through and getting rid of this guy. But that means they have to negotiate around the leverage that Warde Manuel has because of the fact that if you fire Warde, again, if you fire him, you are going to have to negotiate with him to keep his mouth shut because he knows where all the bodies are buried. And I said it before. If Warde Manuel talks, it will destroy the Michigan program. It 100% will. It'll destroy them if he starts running his mouth. So they're going to have to negotiate heavily just to keep him quiet. They are. They're going to have to negotiate with him heavily. So I'll keep an eye out for any more news Justice Bureau might drop again. Guys, check out Justice Bureau on X. He released the news. It's big. It is truly big news. And we'll see what other news he might drop. So keep a lookout for that. I'll keep a lookout. And shout out to my boy Tyler for bringing it to my knowledge as well. Shout out to